How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb Man here, and we're finally back. Time to start our next GMO commentary. That's right. And I let you guys choose the team. There's four choices: Winnipeg, Washington, Carolina, and you guys picked the last team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's right, Steven Stamkos. Time to rebuild once again. So before we get started, let me just go through all the options here. Can't do two things at once. Superstar, game style, hardcore, period length, 20 minutes, regular season, starting rosters, current. I've done all the rookie editing. Don't worry about that. Draft pick ownership, classic. Salary cap on, fantasy draft off, tuner set latest, rules, blah, 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 blah. Yep. And advanced settings, want to make sure I can't get fired. All right. Yes, that looks good. And we're going to set it up for 10 years now, okay? Yes, okay, looks good. Boom. Now we're going to choose, here comes, boys, the Tampa Bay Lightning. The new look Tampa Bay Lightning. Steven Stamkos. Well, new look with their new jerseys. You know what I'm saying. GM skill level, we'll put it on hard. And make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Steven Stamkos. Yes, computer will automatically fix the teams. There we go. All right. So we're starting it up. Tampa Bay Lightning. GM Superman's trying to come down to Florida to try and bring the Stanley Cup back. That's right. Man, if I could get John Tortorella back in here, that'd be my first option. They should have that in the next game. Coaches and stuff. They should put the real coaches in the game. They should have little stats on them, you know. We'll create a new one. TB. TB, baby. There we go. All right, so this first, we'll get two videos out today for the GM mode commentary. I'll record them back to back because the first couple videos are always the longest here. We got to go through our roster. We have to worry about injuries now, our off-season trade. So that's what we'll do. For this first and second video, we'll use it to scout our team out, and then you guys can comment below on where we should go. I'm pretty sure we're going to be a rebuilding team, but what trade should we make? Should we try to make the playoffs in the first year and then trade everyone away at the trade deadline for more value, all right? So first what we'll do is we'll just go through our whole team here. I don't need to turn injuries off because we're keeping them on this time. Yes, so let's just go to roster moves. Let's check out our team, shall we? All right. Okay, so we'll start in goalies. So goalies, Dwayne Rollison, 83 overall. He is 41 years old, so definitely think we should trade this guy. I see minuses for potential, so, I mean, you could probably get one more year out of him, but he'll probably retire. So, I mean, we could trade him for, you wouldn't get much for him, but something. Same thing with Mathieu Garon. He is more of a backup, 33 years old. So, goaltender is definitely something we got to address here in Tampa Bay. What kind of prospects do they have? Dustin Tokarski. 22 years old, B minuses, all right. I mean, maybe a backup of the future. You never know, he could turn into something special, but I doubt it. 75 B minuses, I doubt it. And Yaroslav Janis, same thing. Same thing as Tokarski. So these guys, we have two backups of the future, all right. So our backup is taken care of. We need to get a starter, though, okay. So for the next 10 years, we're going to need to find a starter. All right, so that's good to know. Defensemen, what do they got in the defensive category? Victor Hedman, all right. Well, Victor Hedman's going to be our #1 defenseman for the next 10 years. 20 years old, 6'6", 229. So he'd be 30 by the end of this GM mode. Perfect. He's got BBB for potentials. He's already 85 overall, so perfect. Absolutely perfect. He is our Hamonic. He is our Volchenkov. He is our Fanuf, or Shen, sorry. He's our Shen. All right, he's going to be our defensive defenseman, all the PKs, first line, and he can be one of those defensemen I always talk about, you know, the defensive defenseman with the really good offensive category. Look at his offensive potential, and he already has 84 for offensive awareness. This guy could be something good. That's why I want to have good seasons right away, because we have some rookies. They could use that experience. Victor Hedman, Eric Brewer, 32 years old. Not bad, but someone we can maybe trade for some value. Matthias Olin, 35 years old, same thing. Trade value. Brett Clark, 34 years old. Yeah, they're an old team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Marc-Andre Bergeron, 30 years old. Not bad. Not bad. Offensive defenseman. Mike Commodore, 31 years old. 81, so yeah. Brian Lee, 24, B minus, B minus, B minus. He could turn out to be maybe a third line two-way defenseman for us. because he's got 80s for offensive and defensive awareness. So Brian Lee is nothing special, but he could fit on that third line for us, absolutely. Brendan Mickelson, 24. No, he's nothing special. Down in the minors, Bruno Gervais, 26, two-way defenseman. Nothing special. But I got to worry about injuries now, so depth. Yeah, I'll come up with that whole new system when it comes to injuries. Don't worry about that. I've been thinking about that. We'll just go through the prospects right now. Hang on. Keith Ollie, 22. We know him from Toronto. Another player, he kind of falls into the same category as Brian Lee. High 70s, low 80s, B- potentials. If he develops right, he could be a solid third-line defenseman for us. Definitely. Keith Ollie. Radko Gudas. No, he's nothing special. Mark Barberio. Same thing as Lee and Ollie, another third-line defenseman. Mike Kostka, nothing special. Richard Petiot, nothing special. Evan Oberg, nothing special. Scott Jackson. Scott Jackson's got good defensive potential. I actually like him. He could be if that defensive potential stays at a B for actually he's 24 years old. That'll go down in 1 year. Nothing special. Sebastian Pichet, nothing special. They got a lot of nothing special defensemen. Charles Landry, nothing special. Daniel Milan, nothing special. Good God. All right. So the only defenseman that can be a part of our that I'm thinking about right now, Jackson maybe. Barberio, was it? Yeah, Barberio, Ollie, and Gervais. No. Was it Gudas? No. It was Lee. Yeah, Lee. And Hedman, obviously. So other than that, everyone pretty much, unless we can turn into a Stanley Cup team this year, all these defensemen, we can trade them. Absolutely. They're just not part of our team, our franchise makeup. Right wingers. Let's keep going through the roster for you guys here. Martin St. Louis, 36-year-old, 89 overall. We might have 1 or 2 more years with him. He still won't get that. He won't get worse yet. He still has the C potentials. So we might, have 1 more year with him if he doesn't retire at the end of this year. But by next year, we'd have to trade him for sure. I know you Tampa Bay fans probably love your Martin St. Louis, but if we're rebuilding, Martin St. Louis got to go. He's still got great overall. We'd be able to get a lot back for him. Teddy Purcell, 26 years old, 82 overall. Not bad. C potentials, nothing special, but not bad, I guess. Adam Hall, grinder. All right, nothing special. Ryan Shannon, playmaker. He's not good. Depth player. Brett Connolly, he's a young gun for them. Sniper, he's got good potential for the offensive category. That's good to see. Brendan Siegel, nothing special. Corey Conacher, nothing special. JT Wyman, nothing special. Yeah, there's a lot of nothing special guys. Panic, he could be a depth player, but Sniper, he has a weak. Nah, he's nothing special. All right, so right wingers were pretty weak, except for Connolly. When I'm thinking of the future, and maybe Purcell, because he's only 26, for the next few years we could use Purcell. But other than Connolly, we really don't have any right wingers of the future. Left wingers, Ryan Malone, great player right now, 31 years old. He could still stay on the team for another 3 years, be that player for us. But we could also trade him. He's a good player. Ryan Malone. All right. Pierre Cedric Labrie, nothing special. Tim Wallace, nothing special. All right, we'll go down to the minors. Alexander Picard. Maybe he could get something, maybe a 3rd or 4th liner, but nothing special. Alex Hutchings, nothing special. Man, they don't have any prospects. Andres Palat, nothing special. Danik Gauthier, nothing special. Yeah, they have no winger prospects except for Connolly. But I guess they have the one perfect prospect, Steven Stamkos. No longer a prospect. Arguably the best player in the NHL right now. Arguably, 60 goals. Still has his B minuses for every category, but he's already 93 overall. He could have C's and he'd still be perfect right now. He's a goal scorer, and he's got an okay defensive category as well. I like that. But he's a goal scorer. The only thing I don't like is he's a center with a very weak face-off rating. I might have to put him on the point if we can get our perfect team together. I don't know. We'll have to experiment with that. But Steven Stamkos definitely going to be on our team for the next 10 years.